black. I am a black woman living in Africa, in the Ivory Coast to be more precise. What does it mean today to be black in the world? Black in Europe, black in the Middle East, black in Canada, black in the US. In the US particularly, people refer to a specific term, race. African Americans, Latinos, Native Americans, Caucasian, Asian Americans.
How do we dismantle structural racism? I don't know. It seems solid and it seems unmovable and it seems firmly entrenched. I've placed myself in a group of people who have self-selected to be part of the conversation. We are educating ourselves and I'm listening. I'm tackling unconscious bias. How do you see something you can't see? I've become aware of my privilege, something I hadn't really thought about before. Now, I'm locating myself as white and taking responsibility for racism. This is an inquiry in action, and it starts with us.
Race is the way that we look and our physical features. Race is in a way, our heritage. Race is part of your identity, and it's something that has to be embraced, because if you don't embrace your race, then you're not embracing completely all parts of who you are.
My thoughts today are about reparations. We've been hearing a lot about that. And if you look at the definition, which is the making of amends for the wrong one has done, we have to see that on some level, we're all responsible for maintaining the structure of caste as we know it, of race as we know it. If we take a look at what we were born into and the conversations we inherited, we can begin to unravel what's already been and create a new conversation about racism.
Race relations can be improved if we all work together to combat racism and hate.
Race are the parts and pieces of our genetic makeup that people can perceive as being different one from the other. That is really 0.1% of who we are. And I think that when it comes to race relations in the United States, it is unfortunate that we've given such a big platform to that 0.1% of who we are versus looking at the 99.9% that makes us alike, that we can be talking about what makes us one, what unites us, instead of what separates us, that makes up the minute portion of who we are.
Let me tell you, we have something in our African community, something that is very difficult to put into English. It is called Ubuntu. Ubuntu. Ubuntu says, my humanity is bound up in yours. I am only because you are.
Is race a conversation? Can race be a conversation? If so, is this conversation empowering? If we say that we are part of a human race, of one human race, have we discovered how it looks like to be part of one race? Are we willing to inquire and to discover what it looks like to be part of one human race? What would this world look like?